Hello! It's really nice seeing you today. How are you? Since you're already here, why not join me over for some discussion? Have you ever noticed why, in some cases and in some activities, people tend to do their best and also they tend to work hard in order to achieve greater and better results? People often say that maybe they are just motivated. Some would say that maybe they just have the motivation to do that kinds of things. Is that really the case? If yes, does it apply to each and every one of us? So my question is, what motivates us? Or what motivates you? To answer all of that question, let us first discuss what is motivation. Before we proceed, I am John Rafael Ponce Cadosali, a second-year student of the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Human Resource Management program. And I am a reporter of the Group 1, reporting the Session 3 of the SMP2 Service Culture course. And Session 3 is entitled Motivation. Each topic has its own specific learning objectives. And for this topic, we have 3. Our first objective is to explain why motivation is a key component in leadership. Our second objective aims to evaluate one's personal motivation. And for our third and last objective, it is to determine how to improve one's personal current motivation in order to develop a competent leadership. Are you ready? Alright, now let's discuss the motivation. Motivation, as defined by the module, is a set of conditions that prompt change even as they are developed individually. It was designed to equip students with a paradigm for personal development and build in them a desire to meet the requirements and demands for their success. In simpler terms, motivation is a spark that ignites people to grow and change. Although it's personal and we have our different reasons in order to be motivated, it gives a new point or perception in life where we do our best and work hard in order to achieve greater results and also to achieve the outcome that we want. So what is really motivation? Motivation is a basic system that prompts us to keep going towards expected or aspired outcomes or goals. Meaning, in simpler terms, motivation means that it is a driving force for us to never give up. Even with the hardships that we face in doing these things, if we have this motivation, we are still inspired to move forward and to do these kinds of things in order to achieve the outcome that we want. So, for motivation, there are several theories regarding it. As mentioned by the module, there are 4 theories. The first theory is the two-factor theory. The second one is the goal-setting theory. The third one is the drive theory, and the last theory is the acquired needs theory. But for those theories, I will not delve deeper into these theories because my group mates will discuss and elaborate the differences and meanings of these theories. And now, let us proceed on how motivation affects or how motivation can be used in real life setting. we've just discussed what is motivation. And this time, let us discuss how motivation can be used in a real-life setting. I mean, motivation is really used in real life. What I mean to say is how motivation can be used in a real-life scenario to specific endeavors such as leadership. Most of us are leaders, maybe not all. Some are aspiring and some are dreaming to be one. But maybe would say that managing people is the same with leading them. Is that really the case? For us to know that, we must need to define what is management and leadership. Management is the act of getting people together to accomplish desired goals and objectives. The human action of designing and facilitating systems or organizations. That is management. Management is often considered as a formal role. Management is about organizing tasks and making sure that rules are followed. Managers usually work with a formal role like a supervisor, a classroom officer, or the head of a team. So, an example for this is a class officer managing tasks and delegating tasks to his or her classmates. What he is doing is called management. On the other hand, leadership is considered a value that defines performance. It is defining performance on what this performance is directed to, or performance direction. Leadership is also a competency. It is assumed that the right kind of leadership results in a concentrated effort towards the achievement of actual performance. Leadership is about direction, influence, and values. A leader inspires people to move forward. So unlike management, who just assigns and delegates tasks, a leader inspires people to do that tasks. He just, wala lang siya ingon nga, ay iyan yung gihatag nga task, mo ni buhata. The leader ensures that he is inspiring his subordinates and members in order to do the tasks effectively. So an example of leadership is a student who inspires his classmates in order to do that kinds of tasks despite the hardships. Alright, we have now known what is management and what is leadership. So what is really the difference between the two of them? Sometimes, we get confused between management and leadership. And that's really okay since those words seem to be similar. They often work together. So I'm not saying that since management and leadership are different with each other, they don't work together. Sometimes or often, most of the cases, management and leadership work together. But just as I've mentioned, management and leadership are not the same. Think of it as this. Management focuses on systems and rules, while leadership focuses on inspiring people. Both are equally important, but the difference is how people respond to them, and motivation plays a bigger role in leadership. Between the two roles is trust. Trust, wow, a very big word. Trust is the bridge between management and leadership. When people trust you, they listen, they follow, and they give their best effort. Trust is not demanded. It is earned through actions, consistency, and sincerity. So, what is trust relation to management and leadership? So to give you a simple meaning, so when those members of a group trust you, they tend to follow you. And as mentioned, trust is not earned through fear or through external motivators, short-term motivators. It's earned through actions. It's earned through consistency. And it's earned through sincerity. So it's very important to be consistent and to be sincere when leading and motivating someone in order to gain their trust. We've already mentioned trust, but how do trust really play a role in leadership? So trust builds loyalty. So when you build trust, this trust that you build also builds loyalty from your followers or from your members to you. So the biggest factor that differentiates management and leadership is loyalty and following by the staff. There is really an unspoken layer of trust and loyalty. Leaders often gain loyalty because people want to follow them. Managers may gain compliance because people have to follow them. Loyalty comes from trust, care, and respect. So as you can see, as I've mentioned, the difference between leadership and management is this. The members want to follow their leader, while in management, the members must follow their manager. Why? Because leaders build trust. And in building trust, by inspiring them, and in building trust, their subordinates or their members wanted to follow them because of their free will. While in managers, since they're just delegating those tasks, their members just feel complied or forced to follow because that is a compliance, that is a requirement. So followers are often driven by loyalty through practice of free will, as I've mentioned earlier. So for leaders to gain followers, they must also build trust to gain loyalty, and that loyalty becomes their free will to follow their leaders. Staff or subordinates are often driven by a certain measure of fear, probably punishment or sanctions, for them to be following their managers. When fear is used, people may work, but only to avoid punishment. So think of this as an example. So a student who loves, or a student with his or her favorite teacher may want to study more for the exams because favorite good niya. So, mustudy good siya sa exams. While sa ihapon nga dili nga favorite teacher, mas wala siya gana mo tuon. Because, as I mentioned, dili man niya favorite, dili man siya ganahan. Or, think of it as subjects. So, ang student nga favorite niya ang subject, mas ganahan siya magtuon. While if dili niya ganahan ang subject, mas dili siya ganahan magtuon. So, mas motivated siya sa asa siya mas ganahan. So, that's just leadership and management. Some members want to follow the leader, while members are just complied or forced to follow the manager because of compliance. So followership is looked upon as a phenomenon resulting from recognized motivation. People choose to follow because their needs, values, their wants, and goals are understood. This is why motivation matters, because it explains why people follows. So just as mentioned, why people follows because someone understands them. Someone understands their values. Someone understands their goals. Someone understands their needs and wants. And that is their leader. Since their leader inspired them, and since their leader values them, and since their leader understands them, they have that free will to follow. And they are also motivated to work. So this is where motivation plays a really big part on leadership, because it prompts people to follow their leader out of motivation. Motivation is a leader's primary function. A leader's main job is not to give instruction, but instead to inspire them and to keep them motivated. When motivation is high, performance improves. This is why motivation is a lesson. It teaches leaders how to bring out the best out of others. So since you're inspiring and motivating them, they are inspired and motivated to work hard and to do their best. And if they work hard and do their best, their performance is improved. And the outcome of those performance is guaranteed to be it guarantees to have a high satisfaction to everyone. Let's now proceed on lessons on motivation. These are the lessons on how to effectively use and utilize motivation. So the first is, motivation is personal. A good leader takes time to learn what motivates each individual. This thus means nga, if you're a leader, you should take time to learn that individual. His values, his goals, his needs, and wants. This is very important because each and every people has different reasons to be motivated. Think of this as an example. A student may be motivated to study because he wants to have good grades. Another student may be motivated to study because she wants to have recognition or she wants to have an award. And another student may be motivated to study because he or she wants to learn, to improve her skills, and also to have that certain knowledge for his or her endeavor. So, as you can see, if you're an effective leader, you must take time to learn what motivates each individual. Because, as I mentioned, motivation is personal and it's very different from each individual. The second is the effect of fear and other external motivators, such as bonuses, is likely to diminish over time. This is a lesson because fear and bonuses are just short-term motivators. Although fear is on the negative side and bonuses is on the positive side, fear and bonuses are those external motivators that are short-term. Their value is likely to diminish over time. So let me give you an example. An employee is likely to work hard during the times when hapit na mabot ilang bonus. So they want to work hard because they want to achieve or to get the bonus that they want. After they get their bonus, there is a big possibility that that certain employee will not really work hard as much as he worked hard during nga nagpaabot pa siya sa iyahang bonus. So it's very important for leaders to know what motivates a person long term. Because if you use these external motivators, they are likely to diminish over time. And if mahitabo na, people would not get motivated by this na. Kinaanad naman sila, manam sa ay, sige raman yung gabalik-balik. So, there is a big possibility nga dili na sila ma-motivate to work hard and to do their best if sige punin mo siyang balik-balikon. So, if you want to use these external motivators, it's very important to use them wisely and effectively. The third lesson is fear is negative, exhausting, and draining. So, as I mentioned earlier, fear is an external motivator. Managers often use fear. They want to use fear as ilang gamito ni nga motivator as mana sila dili nga you must come to work early because you will get punished, or you must do this because if you won't do this you won't get your bonus, or you must avoid doing this because you may get fired if you do this. So managers or other leaders may use fear as a motivator, but fear is very negative. It not only damages a person's morale and self-esteem, it may also cause negative and bad effects to their mental health. So, since this is negative, it is best for leaders to use them or to minimize the use of fear. It's better to understand what really motivates people in order to not use fear as a way or as a factor to motivate them. Because just as I've said, fear is negative and very draining. It may also cause nga bihag kuan because what's the 4 months of employee student. Kaya isang papasok ng mga beses, a student is afraid of his teacher. Muna mo ato siya ta klase yung sayo, pero wala siya na-enjoy sa learning. Bisan pag nato siya dito sayo o taas-taas ang discussion, wala gyapon siya nasabtan. Because niadto man siya sa klase kay mahadop siyang kasabaan o kay mahadop siya nga mali. So, fear is not a good motivator. It just drives people to have low morale and self-esteem. So, it does not bring the best out of those people. So, it's very best to minimize the use of fear. Let's now proceed to the 4th, 5th, and 6th lessons in motivation. So the 4th lesson talks about people motivation should line up with their strengths. So people are likely to be motivated when their things or the endeavors that they do lines up with their strengths. So if you're a good leader, it's very important to keep an eye out for people's strengths. This is a lesson because people enjoy to do what they're good at. So an example of this is a student who loves speaking may want to present in front of a crowd. So he or she may likely to be motivated to present and to talk in public. Kaya ganun man siyang storya. While ang tao nga introvert or dili kay siya ingon nga moatubang kaayo, dili kay siya ganan nga moatubang ang mga tao, there is a big possibility nga dili gyud siya ma-motivated nga maistorya sa atubangan. So there is a possibility nga kung paistoryahan gyud siya, he or she is just forced to speak in front. So as a good leader, it's very important to keep an eye out for people's strengths. In order to inspire them, dapat kabalo ka og asa sila kusgan or asa man guro ang ilaha nga ganahan or asa man ang mga butang or trabaho nga mas kabalo sila. The 5th lesson states that people need clear goals and expectations and consistent communication to remain motivated. This is a lesson because confusion kills motivation. So, in order to motivate someone, you must state clear instructions. You must state clear goals and clear expectations. It's very important to not confuse your members. Because if you confuse them, there is a big possibility na masayip sila silang work. There is also a big possibility na dili na sila may motivated kaya wala man kaya sila kabalo and galibog man po sila sa ilahang nga buhaton. So it's very important to be clear on what are the things that you want them to do. So let's now proceed to the 6th lesson. The 6th talks about motivation is different from manipulation. This is a lesson because motivation respects people while manipulation uses them. An example of this is encouraging a classmate versus guilt-tripping them. True leaders motivates honestly, not with control. So motivation, you inspire people to do things. Manipulation, you control people to do things. It's very negative to control people. And as a good leader, you must learn how to motivate, not to manipulate. Let's now proceed to our 7th, 8th, and 9th lesson. The 7th lesson is, people often say money is what motivates them. However, it's usually not the case. And the money itself is not what actually motivates them, but rather what the money brings is what really motivates them. So, daghang kayong tao nga mingon nga ang kwarta gid mo makapamotivate nila. Sige, tagay kong kwarta kay if tagaan ko nimo kwarta ako aning buhaton. But that's not really the scenario. What really motivates them is ug unsay mapalit sa ilang kwarta or ug unsay gamitan nila sa kwarta. Maybe they want to use the money for their leisure. Maybe they want to use money to buy foods. So in order to motivate them, it's really necessary to know them. Just like sa first dimension na lesson, if you know them, kabalo ka ug unsa mas makapamotivate nila. So maybe they just want money for food, so it's better to reward them with food na lang kaysa sa money. So, it's not really advisable to give rewards to motivate them. It's just like a simple add-on to motivation. So, it's important to note to us, to leaders, that money does not usually motivate individuals, or money is not really what motivates them, but what the money brings is what motivates them. The 8th lesson, never assume that everyone likes public recognition. So this is an important lesson and it really is important to take note about. Because many would say nga, maybe ma-motivate siya kung ma-recognize siya. There are many people who just wants peace, who wants quiet, who wants solidarity. So, who wants, nga dili lang gali sila ingon nga ma-recognize. Just a simple thank you or mabuhat lang nila ilang task, okay na sila, motivated na sila. So, it's very important to really know your members, your subordinates. Because, just like as mentioned, motivation is personal and it's different from every individual. Some may want recognition, some may not want recognition. So it's very important to note this in order to motivate someone. Basin sa sunod, di na sila ganahan mo help or di na sila motivated to do the things because mahadlok sila ngayon sa tubangan, mahadlok sila sa recognition. So it's very important to know and also to learn what really motivates that individual. And for the last lesson, while group motivation is certainly possible, and teamwork has its own desirable dynamics, ultimately motivation comes from inside of each person. So what this means, unsa may pasabot ani? Ang pasabot na gid ani is, while teamwork or while motivating a group is certainly very important. Importante man o necessary nga mo-motivate ka sa usa ka group, it's important to note that motivation comes from within each person. Dili pasabot kay gi-motivate ni mga usa ka group, that certain person di na labatan niyang task kay usama sila ka group. It's very important not just to leaders but also to persons that are members of a group. Motivation is personal. When a leader motivates a group, it does not mean that you should not do your part. As a member of the group, you must do your part. It does not mean nga since gimotivate ang group, di na lang ka mabuhat kay naan mo pilain yung members sa group mo mabuhat, ana. So you must do your part. A team can encourage you, but you must do your part. So leaders are just there to inspire, but you as an individual and as part of the team, you need to act. Alright, we have just discussed what is motivation, how it relates to real-life endeavors such as leadership, and what are the lessons in motivation, and how to effectively use them. So, motivation, to sum it up, is not just a feeling. So, maybe everyone would say nga, feeling ka mo motivated ka. But motivation is not just a feeling. It is a driving force. It explains why we act. It explains why we do things. It explains why we lead. And it also explains why we follow. Leadership without motivation is empty. When you lead without motivation, it's just like you managing them. And it's also bad leadership if you don't inspire your followers. And if you don't inspire your members, you don't create good outcomes. You just create unsatisfactory outcomes. So it's better for leaders to have or to implement motivation while leading their members. Understanding motivation helps us become better leaders and better followers. So, as you can see, motivation is not just applied to leaders but also to followers as well. Leaders must utilize motivation, and followers must also utilize motivation and also to accept motivation. To answer all of our questions before, so is that really the case? Is motivation really the case why we do things, why we work hard on things? Yes! Motivation is the driving force for us to do these things in order to achieve greater or the best outcome or results. Does it apply to everyone? Yes, it applies to everyone, but it is personal and there are different reasons for each individual for them to be motivated. What motivates us? What motivates us is our goals, our priorities, our needs, our wants, our strengths, and what are the outcomes that we want to achieve. What motivates you depends on your goals, depends on your wants, depends on your needs, and depends on the things that you want to achieve. So remember, motivation is not just those feelings. It is a driving force. And motivation is something that you want to use, that you may want to use effectively. Motivation is not something you wait. It is something you build. Lead with the heart, understand people, and always start with why. So motivation in leading comes from the heart. And it also comes and start with why. Why is it necessary? Why is it very important? This motivation starts with why, and it's very important to understand because it leads to greater outcome and to achieve a very good result. Thank you very much for staying with me once again. This is John Rafael Ponce Cadesali saying that if you can activate yourself, you can inspire others. Activate meaning if you can activate motivating yourself, you can also activate inspiring others. If you can motivate yourself, you can inspire others. And when you inspire others, leadership naturally follows. Let's keep the fire of motivation burning. Good day, and to God be all the glory.